Digging up the past is cool, but sometimes it can be scary. Imagine unearthing something that has been hidden for centuries, something that carries with it the weight of forgotten stories and untold mysteries. The thrill of discovery is often accompanied by a sense of unease, as if the past is whispering its secrets to you, secrets that were never meant to be uncovered. When archaeologists dig, they find not just old stuff, but also secrets that time tried to bury. These relics are more than just objects, they are pieces of a puzzle that tell the story of our ancestors. Each artifact holds a fragment of history, a glimpse into the lives of those who came before us, but not all stories are pleasant. Some are filled with darkness, tragedy, and fear. We like to think the past was great, but archaeologists know the truth. History can be dark and mean. The ruins they explore are often shrouded in mystery and danger. These ancient sites can be eerie, with an atmosphere that feels heavy with the weight of history. The artifacts they uncover can be unsettling, revealing a side of humanity that we would rather forget. These are the stories that give us goosebumps, the ones that make us wonder about what it means to be human. They challenge our understanding of the past and force us to confront the darker aspects of our history. The fear and awe that these discoveries inspire remind us that the past is not just a series of dates and events, but a complex tapestry of human experience. Let's travel the world and go back in time to discover 7 of the creepiest things archaeologists have ever found. From haunted ruins to cursed artifacts, these discoveries will take us on a journey through the shadows of history. Each site has its own story to tell, a story that is both fascinating and terrifying. So, buckle up and prepare to be amazed and spooked as we delve into the darker side of archaeology. These are the dark spots in human history. They are the remnants of a time long gone, yet they continue to haunt us with their presence. They serve as a reminder that history is not always a tale of progress and enlightenment, but also one of mystery, fear, and the unknown. As we explore these eerie discoveries, we are reminded of the fragility of human existence and the enduring power of the past. Our first stop is China, a land rich in history and culture where ancient traditions meet modern advancements. Here we find an army that's frozen in time, a silent testament to the grandeur of a bygone era. 8,000 soldiers, standing still for over 2,000 years. This is the Terracotta Army, built by the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang. Each soldier is unique, with distinct facial features, expressions, and armor, reflecting the diversity of the emperor's real army. Imagine a huge underground city filled with life-size soldiers, each one with a different face, armor, and expression. This vast subterranean world was meticulously crafted to accompany the emperor in the afterlife, ensuring his protection and dominance even in death. These soldiers, made of clay, were supposed to protect the emperor after he died. They were buried alongside him, standing guard in silent vigilance, ready to defend their ruler from any threats in the afterlife. It took thousands of workers' years to build this army. Craftsmen, laborers, and artists worked tirelessly, day and night, to create this monumental tribute. The scale of the project was immense, reflecting the emperor's absolute power and the resources at his disposal. The Terracotta Army is amazing art, but it's also scary because it shows how powerful the emperor was. His ability to mobilize such a vast workforce and command such intricate artistry speaks volumes about his authority and the centralized power of his reign. The emperor's tomb is still a secret waiting to be explored. Hidden deep beneath the earth, it remains untouched, shrouded in mystery. Archaeologists and historians eagerly await the day when they can uncover its secrets, hoping to gain new insights into the life and legacy of Qin Shi Huang. The discovery of the Terracotta Army has already provided a wealth of knowledge about ancient China, but the unopened tomb promises even more. It is believed to contain treasures and artifacts that could shed light on the emperor's reign and the early history of China. As technology advances, new methods of exploration and preservation are being developed, bringing us closer to unlocking the mysteries of the past. The story of the Terracotta Army and the tomb of Qin Shi Huang continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the incredible achievements of ancient civilizations. From China, we go to the foggy bogs of northern Europe. These landscapes, shrouded in mist and mystery, hold secrets that have been buried for centuries. The peat bogs, with their eerie stillness, are like nature's time capsules, preserving the past in an almost magical way. Hidden in the mud are bodies from hundreds, sometimes even thousands of years ago, These remains, known as bog bodies, are often so well preserved that they look like they just died yesterday. The bogs have a unique ability to mummify human flesh, keeping it intact for millennia. These are the bog bodies, and they look like they just died yesterday. Their skin, hair, and even the clothes they wore are often found in remarkable condition. This preservation is due to the acidic, low-oxygen environment of the bogs, which prevents the growth of bacteria and fungi that would normally decompose organic material. Unlike the terracotta army, the bog bodies died alone, often violently. Many of these individuals met gruesome ends, their deaths shrouded in mystery and ritual. Some were victims of human sacrifice, while others were executed for crimes or as part of ancient customs. Many were killed in rituals, shot with arrows, throats cut or tied up. These violent deaths were often part of religious or cultural practices meant to appease gods or spirits. The bogs, with their dark, murky waters, were seen as gateways to the underworld, making them the perfect place for such sacrifices. The bog kept them from rotting. The unique conditions of the bogs, with their high acidity, low temperature, and lack of oxygen, create an environment where decay is slowed to a crawl. This has allowed archaeologists to study these ancient people in incredible detail, providing a window into the past. One famous bog body is Tolland Man, found in Denmark. Discovered in 1950, Tolland Man is one of the most well-preserved bog bodies ever found. His serene expression and peaceful appearance are haunting, given the violent nature of his death. He looks like he's sleeping, but he was hanged. The noose that ended his life is still around his neck, a chilling reminder of the brutality of his death. Despite this, his face remains calm, almost as if he accepted his fate. The rope is still around his neck. This small detail adds to the eerie realism of his preservation, making it easy to forget that he lived over 2,000 years ago. His body tells a story of ancient rituals and the harsh realities of life in the Iron Age. Another is YDE Girl, a teenager who was tortured and stabbed. Found in the Netherlands, YDE Girl's remains tell a tragic story of a young life cut short. Her body shows signs of severe trauma, including a stab wound to the neck and evidence of strangulation. The bog bodies show us the scary side of life and death in ancient Europe. They are a stark reminder of the violence and brutality that existed in the past, but they also offer invaluable insights into the lives of our ancestors. Through them, we can learn about ancient customs, clothing, diet, and even diseases, making them an essential part of our understanding of history. Under the beautiful city of Paris is a dark secret. Miles of tunnels filled with the bones of over 6 million people. This is the Catacombs of Paris. Built because cemeteries were too full, the catacombs are both clever and creepy. The bones are arranged in walls and patterns like art made of skeletons. Imagine walking in the cold, dark tunnels, smelling dust and decay, skulls and bones everywhere you look. It makes you think about what it means to die. The Catacombs of Paris are a monument to everyone who lived in Paris before us. Now we dive into a lake in Sweden. Under the water are skulls on wooden sticks. This is the tomb of the sunken skulls. We don't know why they're there. Were they killed in a ritual? Or were they important people buried in the lake? Some skulls were broken. Others had their teeth pulled out and arranged in patterns. The sunken skulls show us a time when life and death were very different. Now we go to Colorado. At Sacred Ridge, archaeologists found many skeletons from a massacre. Arrows in ribs, smashed skulls, and children's bones held by adults tell a sad story. This happened over 1,000 years ago, showing that war isn't new. We don't know why the massacre happened. It's 1348. The Black Death is killing people all over Europe. Cities are empty, filled with sick and dying people. Cemeteries are full, so people are buried in big pits called plague pits. Hundreds of years later, these plague pits show us how terrible the Black Death was. Skeletons with blackened bones are piled together. The plague pits remind us that life is fragile and sickness can be powerful. Our last stop is the Aztec Empire. They built amazing pyramids, but they also sacrificed people. The Aztecs thought the gods needed human hearts and blood. They killed people on top of their pyramids. Imagine the smell of incense, the drums, the priests with their sharp knives. Archaeologists have found proof of these sacrifices. It's scary to us, but it was part of the Aztec religion. These discoveries, as scary as they are, teach us something important. The past can teach us about the present. we learn about how complicated humans are. We can be loving and cruel. By studying the past, we understand ourselves better. The stories from the past teach us about survival and the strength of humans. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe for more stories about history.